On 2nd and 12, Darnold caught here by Bell. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 54.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he rifles one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You got 3 down. Yeah, ready. Check hot route.
Darnold from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. 20. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down, and the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
A final shot before half for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On first down, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Got 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. At the 12-yard line. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 80, 40, 82, 40. Sunday.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Elliott puts this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold, and Anderson's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Throwing is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
57
Wentz to throw again. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, go. 82, 82.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go. 120.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
Yeah. I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, here we go.
shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Wentz now on 1st down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
Darnold now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. There's a party now.
Now Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He was looking for a Nunwa there. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second.